last. So,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We've got live tournament action coming at you in the Let It Ride tournament of July 7th, 2011. Master versus Master action coming at you right now, and I have Shakoi on the line with me. He will be casting this game with me. Shakoi, tell me what you see so far.
well, I don't get a chance to play this map very much, but I'm very interested to see exactly what happens between a Master Protoss and a Master Zerg player.
Me too, brother. This is going to be tons of fun. I like this map too quite a bit. Yeah, it does. It does not have a rich Vespene geyser, by the way. We were talking about that before.
Oh well.
So it's different versions.
They don't need that gas.
Nah, they don't need it.
At least not yet.
At least not.
If they want that gas, they have to work for it. They have to go out and expand further.
Yeah, which I'm sure these gentlemen will not have too much trouble doing.
Good.
Considering what we've seen so far, we've seen both of these guys play. Oh no, wait, we haven't seen Halcyon play yet, have we? I haven't anyway.
Seen Halcyon. I have not either.
But we have seen Thor play, and he is dang good. Knows how to stay on top of his economy, knows how to harass very, very well. This is going to be tons and tons of fun to see, but they are both master level players, so I mean, the fireworks are about to go off, and we are well after the 4th of July.
And looks like some pretty normal build style by Halcyon. I'm just going to keep my eyes out on his Protoss base because I can talk more about Protoss than I can Zerg. But yeah, it seems like a pretty generic opening. Nothing too serious.
Yeah, and we do have Thor taking his expansion, the small expansion, and it only has 6 mineral fields in his mineral line there, and one single Vespene geyser. It is not a rich Vespene geyser, so kind of interesting. Are you surprised that he's taking that expansion?
I think it's too early to tell, honestly. I mean, if he's going to go for some kind of gas-heavy build, yeah, I mean, it's not a rich one, but it's an easy third to obtain. He could always use that expansion as, I don't even know what they call it nowadays. You know, when they have 2 hatcheries in one base?
Right, yeah, just a unit-producing hatchery.
Yeah, then expand later on to that real natural expansion at the bottom and just use that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he could use that. It's safe. It's not like he can get it sniped, so.
And it's super easy to defend, usually against a Protoss player, because, most of the time you've got a ground army for Protoss, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Unless they go for some early Void Rays or something like that. But
I'm interested to know why he's walling off his base so awkwardly. I mean, yeah, I know he has a little bit of help on that ramp, but that's still a huge opening.
Yeah, it's massive. I mean, you couldn't block that with 3 Zealots. You'd have to put like 5 or 6 there, I think. But, we do not question the Masters. Oh, there goes the gateway. I see. Well, I mean, this is interesting. I see a lot of people always using gateways to wall off. And I understand the reasoning, and the reasoning usually is this, that they would rather lose a gateway than lose their cybernetics core, because they want to be able to continue to produce stalkers no matter how many gateways they've lost. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I like using cybernetics core to block ramps because it has 100 extra HP on top of a gateway.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great building to use for blocking a ramp. But I mean, it's just it comes down to what suits you the best. And if he likes his stalker play and doesn't want to have the potential of getting his cybernetics core sniped, I mean, I guess I can understand that.
I thought it was always so weird to hotkey on 8 and 9.
Yeah, too far away for you.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it. I mean, it's an easy click away if you use your mouse or something, but it just seems like your hand would have to just slide so far across.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of pros use that system.
Yeah.
So there's that 3rd expansion. This map seems like it's really easy to do that too.
It is. This map, I think, really lends itself to a macro game very, very well because of that easy expansion to take. It's so easy to defend usually. It can be difficult to defend against Zerg, though. I think in a lot of ways, sometimes this map can favor Zerg because of the dead airspace. You can kind of see. I mean, there's one behind each of those naturals. There, 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 and there. You've got dead airspace, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they can camp. Zerg can camp Mutalisks there, wait for your army to get a little bit out of position, and then just cruise in and harass your mineral line. You know what I mean?
Which stops you from being able to attack because you either have to split your army or you have to just stay at home.
Exactly. And so it can be very frustrating for a Protoss player on this map for that reason. But we'll see how Halcyon deals with that. Of course, he doesn't have to deal with it right away. I mean, there's a Roach Warren on the way here for Thor, but that's it. I mean, these guys are literally just macroing up like fiends right now. We are not going to be going for an attack very soon at all from either of these players. I say that, and then look at this. Halcyon starts moving out across the map.
It's just really weird to see how Masters play Masters. I mean, I play Gold in the Gold League, and I play against Gold players in the Ladders, and it just seems like everyone just has like this mindset of attack, 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 you know? But it just seems like Master players, there's really not a lot going on, really. At least not at the beginning.
Yeah, a lot of the times they turn into bigger macro games because they tend to feel a lot more comfortable in their late game because their micro skills are there. They can manage a large army and things like that. And a lot of lower level players, I think, just have trouble doing that, and so they try and end the game soon. You know, 1-base, 2-base strategies, things like that. And I don't know. Can be tough though.
That just seems really interesting, especially he has all his units out that far.
Yeah, he is going to be taking down this destructible rocks here. And Thor is moving out. Looks like he is going to try and get a flank on his opponent right now. Ooh, these three. Oh, no, he's not. He is going to go straight into his opponent's base. This Nexus is going to have to be canceled. Did he get the cancel on that or not? I could not tell.
I think he got it. I think it destroyed.
Oh, my goodness. So a little bit of mismanagement there by Halcyon. Oh, my goodness. Those sentries getting obliterated. Only one of them getting stuck between these force fields there. That was brutal. Units lost tab showing, though, pretty even exchange. Those stalkers able to do quite a bit of damage to the, to those Zerglings as well. My goodness, though, that was a pretty interesting exchange. And
yeah,
I'm honestly
surprised he stopped there.
Yeah, off Thor, you mean?
Yeah, I would have just gone straight in.
Yeah, because that really, he could have gone straight into the main. It was pretty well unguarded at that point. Here comes a Renbai right now. Going to poke around, see what he sees. Sees exactly what he wants. His opponent is not retaking that expansion. Burrowing a Zergling. Got to love that. All these Zerglings are about to go down. Except for the one that burrowed on the ramp.
There's no robotics bay. Oh, there is one. Where did he put it? Oh, there it is.
Put it up on the high ground. Does have his observer coming out right now.
I'm sorry, robotics facility. I don't want to get it mixed up with a robotics bay.
Right, robotics bay enables the Colossus
Good
and
grief.
several
They
upgrades.
They couldn't think of an easier name.
What is going on? No, look at this. Halcyon could not wait for his observer, so he put his pylon.
That's weird.
There is that. Okay, it's not in the way. He should be fine. It looked like he put it in the way of where his Nexus would need to go. However, he did not. It was right next to it, right where it needs to be. So never mind. That is Knack once again making a silly mistake.
You know, what's interesting to me is just how much they're macroing up.
I know 70 drones right now for Thor is ridiculous, and he is nearly maxed out. He's at 173. My goodness. So we will probably be seeing an attack from him very shortly. Of course, it is almost all Roach right now, and as we all know, Roaches take up, what is it, 2? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, Roaches, they can eat up supply pretty fast. The Zergling's going to be taken out probably before they get those destructible rocks down.
Weapons 1 for Forge, for Halcyon, or whatever his name, Halcyon.
Yeah, Halcyon.
he just completed that. He's just got one forge up, so he's gonna take his time getting his upgrades.
Yeah, Thermal Lance is just now finishing though, so that will be useful. Try and keep that Colossus in the back safely. Another Colossus on the way right now, but Thor is going to be maxed out here fairly shortly. And look at this, looks like he's preparing to take an expansion up here, or down here rather. He looks like,
you know, I debate that. Maybe he just doesn't want. Well, actually, yeah, maybe he is. I was gonna say maybe he's just using it there to make it so that no one can build there.
Can expand there. Look at that, putting down an expansion in the main there.
Wow.
And both
That's
mains.
risky.
He's expanding at opposite corners of the map right now. He is going to be getting a surround on his opponent, literally, map-wise.
I mean, I think that's smart, though, because even if he saw one of these, chances are he doesn't expect that he's literally expanding to both sides, you know? Maybe he's like, okay, he went bottom right, but I don't think he'll go then to bottom or top left and check there, too.
Right. Weapons level 2 is coming out right now. Should be done here in a couple seconds. There goes another forge. But, you know, Thor is just about maxed out. I'm expecting to see him moving out across the map here fairly shortly.
Yeah, he's definitely heading the army count.
Yep.
I don't see how Thor could lose because those corruptors should take those colossus out fairly quick.
Yeah.
And just infester with fungal growth because their energy is almost all the way up, and just a roach-based army, and looks like even some Balings in the mix. So I mean that's a very diverse army that Thor has.
Yeah, it's not very often we get to see a Zerg player that has such a wide unit mix. I mean, we've seen players before that will tech all sorts of different directions, but very rarely do they have all of those units in the mix at one time. You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting.
Oh, this is smart. He only sends half his army to take out that hatchery while he sends the rest back in case there's a counterattack involved.
Yep.
Those stalkers have blinks, so in case he does send like these Zerglings and roaches over there, he should be able to blink out of it.
Yep. And he does. Spotting this army from the high ground, sees him coming in. We'll be able to get a flank on him if he so needs. Get that, his whole army moving out across the map a little bit there. This is actually really nice play here by Halcyon.
Very good. He catches those corruptors out of position.
Yeah, that was very well done. Now, obviously, Thor maxing back out very, very quickly. He is now on 4 solid bases. Actually, his main is just about mined out, so he will be on 3 here very shortly. Actually, this natural, the small natural, is just about mined out as well. So, and there we go, Halcyon taking his 4th base now.
I'm surprised he would turn some of those corruptors into broodlords. Is that just not something wise that Zerg would not do?
I don't know.
I understand the ability of needing corruptors for Colossus, but do you need 15 of them?
Well, part of it is because he's supply blocked now. I guess he could add 1, but...
Oh man, those infestors out of position. This might be game.
Yeah, I mean, Thor has really allowed Halcyon to max out an army.
Oh, there we go. Broodlords, 4 broodlords be mixed in. Oh, 5.
Yikes. Well, this is the window of opportunity, I think, for Halcyon right now.
Oh, no question. I think he definitely has Thor on his back.
Yeah. These broodlords are going to be pesky, but these blink stalkers, I assume that his micro is going to be very, very good. He'll probably be able to get underneath those pretty easily, get a snipe on them. Look at this, though. He is backing out. He's taking another expansion and backing out, putting himself defensively now. That's kind of strange to me, but you know what? He knows better than I do. It looks like he might be waiting for some more upgrades. He does have +3 attack, +1 armor. We have +2 attack on the roaches, and that's really all that he has right now for Thor. So this is kind of strange.
I can't believe how many spine crawlers he built top left.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And I think this is really Thor trying to free up some supply here more than anything. Of course, he obviously will take out as many probes as he possibly can. But I'm thinking that he was really trying to free up supply there with those Zerglings. What are you thinking?
I agree. He might as well. I mean, at this point in the game, they're pretty much worthless.
Right.
I think it's funny that he has an observer at his top left, or an overseer. I'm sorry, but no overseer in the main army. Which, I mean, there's an overseer just chilling in the middle of Thor's humongous army.
Right.
And he definitely can see. Okay, well now I know broodlords are moving out. You know, he can get set for that.
Look at that following the broodlords. He's going to keep track of them. Yep, here comes this army. So Halcyon should be fairly prepared for this. He does have a nearly maxed out army at this point, so
just needs to blink accurately, take down those roaches, and he's got a great death ball just waiting for that Zerg to attack.
Yep. Gonna get himself ready for a counter. Ooh, these broods gonna be moving in here. Let's see if Halcyon is gonna react to this. Yes, he is. Oh my goodness, all these roaches are just getting obliterated right now. These broodlords moved a little bit too far away. This attack going very, very well for Halcyon right now.
Here comes the blink. Oh.
Yep.
This is game.
Wow, yeah. Thor's army falling very, very quickly. And the trouble is, I mean, Thor has really got more drones than his opponent. So, I mean, he's got to really be able to max that army back out, which he did, but my goodness, at what cost is the question? And his army is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. It looks like this expansion is going to be going down. Here comes the main army, the big attack. That is a lot of corruptors. It looks like he'll probably take out most of these Colossus here fairly quickly.
Ran with Zerglings. He might clean this up. Just so many corruptors.
Yeah, but now that they've taken out the Colossus, I mean, what good are they? I mean, he's going to have to turn them into broodlords now. Otherwise, they just won't have any damage, and that is a lot of stalkers now to have in your base, especially with Blink. I think Halcyon's going to be able to take it from here.
I agree. Well played. Wow.
Yeah.
It's only been 24 minutes, but I feel like I've just watched a humongous war. I mean, I can't even remember the start of the game anymore because it just seems so long, but it's only been 24 minutes.
Yeah, look at the voids, man. That's awesome. And then the High Templars now coming in for cleanup. This is amazing play.
I agree. What a transition. He already had built Colossus. He was already aware of them on the field. So, you know, obviously you saw his opponent building lots of Corruptors.
Yep.
So he just went HT. You know, I mean, that's smart. He already has Blink stock, so he should be easily able to clear Broodlords and use HT Storms, which he just did.
And there's the GG.
Woo.
Wow, Shikoi. That was tons of fun.
Wow, I'll be watching this replay.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will. Thank you, Shikoi, for coming out and helping me cast that. That was really good. I think we had a really good time with that one. And thank you guys out there for watching this. And thank you for these two master players playing in this tournament today. You guys out there, don't alt-tab, always alt StarCraft. We'll see you guys next time.